already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr.
Generative AI in
Shout
Adobe
out,
Photoshop.
aka
Create
El
any
Robo,
campaign
aka El
just by
Sazón,
typing a text
aka
prompt
El
like a
Borracho,
jaguar.
aka Café Bustelo,
Jaguar
aka El Pastor de Boxeo.
This changes
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good
Try it
afternoon,
now
good evening,
at
whatever you are this side
Photoshop.com.
of heaven. God bless you all. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know boxing. Boxing is in full effect. Boxing is in full effect. Mike Perry versus Jake Paul. Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion. Undisputed, back in the ring. Back in the ring. The queen of boxing, the face of women boxing, back in the ring. Terrence Bud Crawford going to be back in the ring in, what, a couple of weeks? Not this week or next week. Not next week, right? Next week out there in Cali, August 3rd. Terrence Bud Crawford, the 3 division world champion, going for his 4th division world champion. You already know 2 division undisputed. Regarded pound for pound, 2-3. You can flip it around. Fighting Majramov for the WBA strap. You got Pitbull Cruz back in the ring versus Rayo. The WBA junior welterweight champion of the world. You got Andy Ruiz back in the ring versus Gerald Miller, aka PED. It's going to be good times of boxing. Boxing got great momentum, ladies and gentlemen. Boxing got great momentum. I mean, we don't got the matchup of all matchups coming up, but we got the elite fighters busy. You know what I'm saying? We had Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. We had Shakur Stevenson versus Artem. We had Teofimo Lopez versus Jack Catterall. We had Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. We had Bam Rodriguez beating Juan Francisco Estrada. I think that is probably the top 2 best wins. Alexander Usyk being Tyson Fury, that's I believe the best win of the year. But that Bam Rodriguez versus Juan Francisco Estrada, one hell of a performance. Also Naoya Inoue early this year versus Luis Sinetti, dropping the first round. But you already know Naoya Inoue is on my pound for pound number 2. You could 1-2, you could flip it around and stuff like that. Alexander Usyk number 1. Shout out to all the people in the chat right now. What's good? PL in the building. What's good? Box Latino TV in the building. Dímelo, mi hermano, que lo que. Let's go. Smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all already know y'all tuning in X or tuning in on YouTube. If y'all haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all see the title. We got Phenom in the 135-pound division talking. You know what I'm saying? We got also Jerome Booth and did his thing in the welterweight division. The Phenom in the 147-pound division, the IBF champion of the world. Want to see if he's going to unify the titles, probably versus Mario Barrios. But Mario Barrios, rumor has it that he's negotiating with Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao returning back in the ring. You already know the 8th division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT, Manny Pacquiao. Bam. Angel in the building. I in the building. What's good, man? Man. Drama. You got Shakur Stevenson still going at it with people that he feels is critiquing him, heckling him, hating on him, still calling people calling him boring. He's still going at it with fight. He's going out with everybody, fighters, account YouTubers, legends, whatever, man. He's going back and forth with Timothy Bradley. He's going back and forth with Andre Berto. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be talking about also what the face of women boxing as well. I was shocked. Me and Clarissa Shields went back and forth on X, formerly known as Twitter, and I made my voice be heard. I feel like Amanda Serrano is the face of women boxing. She feel like she is. A matter of fact, when I tweeted that, she wrote cap. So you know what I'm saying? Again, I think that that doesn't mean that she's not one of the faces of women boxing. That's just my opinion. When I think about women boxing, I think about Amanda Serrano. I think about her entertainment value. I think about her accomplishment. She's the Manny Pacquiao woman boxing. She's one of the most decorated champions ever. You know what I'm saying? And as well, Clarissa Shields is one of the most decorated champions ever. But one of the factors that is two issues when it comes to Clarissa Shields. First, Clarissa Shields doesn't have the type of opponent that you know that's going to really challenge her. She just she's in the upper weight division. You know what I'm saying? She's not in the glamour division when it comes to women boxing. You feel me? The lightweight division, the welterweight division. She look at Katie Taylor and look at the names that she got under her belt. You know what I'm saying? Look at Amanda Serrano. Amanda Serrano moved up to fight Katie Taylor, which a lot of people believe that Amanda Serrano beat Katie Taylor. You got the Natasha Jonas of the world. You got the Michaela Mayer fighting, Alicia Baumgartners of the world. You got the Clarissa, the Jessica McCaskill. You know what I'm saying? You got the Alicia Bradis. You got a bunch of ladies. You got Sanicia. You got in the lower division. You know what I'm saying? It's just got way more fights for you to really stamp yourself as a great and as a pound for pound fighter. And with Clarissa Shields, I don't know the lady that she's fighting. And the more up there you go, the less fighters there is. Yes, she's a three division undisputed world champion or 3-time undisputed world champion, and also she doesn't knock nobody out. You know what I'm saying? With all the skills in tan, and look, if guys like Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson gonna get criticized, right? Gonna get criticized if she and you want equality, then we're gonna criticize you the same way we criticize Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney, right? They say that Devin Haney is a pillow puncher. You know what? Clarissa Shields don't knock out nobody. She don't hurt nobody. Matter of fact, I even said that Clarissa Shields is actually more entertaining in the MMA. And to be honest, I think that Clarissa Shields will have a better career, not better career, but I'm just saying she will have a longevity in combat sports if she stay in MMA. I don't think that she doesn't have any more of opponent, to be honest, unless if she shrinks and go to the 154-pound division or lower than that. I doubt that, because once she said that she don't want to lose her booty, that's what she said. You know what I'm saying? I think several years ago. Bro, Clarissa is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist for America, bro. 3-time undisputed. It's between Clarissa and Katie. That's your opinion, my brother. When I think about women boxing, I think about Amanda Serrano. I think about Katie Taylor. I think about Clarissa Shields, of course. I think about Alicia Baumgartner. I think about these ladies. You know what I'm saying? Bam. Bam is my favorite fighter. Great skills and power. John said, "What's good, my brother?" Doesn't matter if she knocks girls out. Well, that's my opinion, my brother. That is your opinion, my brother. That's your opinion. If you feel like Clarissa Shields is the face of women boxing, then bravo. Hey, I'm not saying that she's not one of the faces, but this is my opinion. My opinion when I think about women boxing, I think about Amanda Serrano. I think about the most decorated champion. I think about the power. Well, she need one more knockouts to tie the most knockouts in women boxing history. She got the best fights. She's the one that's actually being the trailblazer. She's changing women boxing. She's the one that actually, you know what I'm saying, drop her WBC strap so she could have a 3-minute implement the 3-minute rounds. You know what I'm saying? So she already fighting more than in the ring. She's already in a different level. You know what I'm saying? She's the trailblazer. If Clarissa Shields was a trailblazer and was the face of boxing, she'll be doing what Amanda Serrano just did in her last outing. So, you know what I'm saying? She's the one that's taking the lead. She's the one that's taking the baton. She's the one that's stepping. She's the one that's standing on something and changing something in women boxing. So when I think about the catalyst, I'm thinking about the leader. I'm thinking about Amanda Serrano. When Amanda Serrano told Katie Taylor, let's fight 3 minutes in the biggest fight on women boxing history. Yeah, Amanda Serrano is in the biggest fight. The most lucrative fight in women boxing history is Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. So, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, is say that's cap. That's not cap, bro. That's what I mean. Every time, if you don't agree with somebody, did I say that Plo style boxing? Did I say that you are cap? Nah. When people don't like to, I gotta agree with you, then it's cap. No, my brother. I'm giving you facts. Cap on what? Cap on what, my brother? Cap on what? Did Amanda Serrano drop her WBC world title because the WBC wouldn't sanction the 3-minute? Is that cap? Come on, bro. Come on, first pair of women to sell out, and they just ain't sell out no other arena. They sold out Madison Square Garden, baby. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano sold out Madison Square Garden. Not even a male right now in the sport of boxing could sell out Madison Square Garden. I don't know if Canelo Alvarez could sell out Madison Square Garden right now. I don't know if Anthony Joshua could sell. I don't know if Buck Crawford can't sell out Madison Square Garden right now. Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor sold out Madison Square Garden to the roof. I got the proof and ain't no blank sheets around it. It was packed. Pandemonium. It was crazy. Don't tell me that Tell Clarissa Shields to come to Madison Square Garden and give me a sold out crowd. Out of here. Katie beat her though. Okay, but a lot of people felt that Amanda Serrano won. The whole boxing world won. Women boxing won. Punch all about Taylor 1, Serrano 2, Clarissa. Dave Fernandez said that's respectable. That's respectable. I don't mind if you got Clarissa Shields number 1. I don't mind if you got Katie Taylor number 1. But all I'm saying for me, when I think about women boxing, when I think about the trailblazer, hey, Katie Taylor's a trailblazer herself, and Amanda Serrano is a trailblazer in the professional level as well. And the biggest fight in women boxing history was Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. It did not have a Clarissa Shields in it. Did it? It did it? When we're talking about the face of boxing, right? People want to talk about Canelo Alvarez because he's the king, right? King Nelo, huh? Because he put the butts in the seats, because he got the accomplishment, because he got the resume, because he got the you know what I'm saying, the legacy. Well, Amanda Serrano got the legacy. Amanda Serrano, you know what I'm saying, sold out Madison Square Garden. Amanda Serrano got the accolades. Amanda Serrano got the entertainment value. Amanda Serrano is the most entertaining woman fighter in the sport of boxing. She's the face, in my opinion. She's the face, in my opinion. Díselo. But moving on from that, well, let me tell you where me and Clarissa Shields was going back and forth, where she disagreed with your boy, Mr. Moonshine. Hold on. I got it right here. Give me a second. Hey, yo, follow me on Twitter. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Oh, punches down. Hold on. Got you right here. Brian versus, I like that fight. Let me go back to where me and Clarissa Shields was going at, was having a little back and forth. Where is that? Okay. Here we go. All right. So I put a tweet under this one. Right? Roy Jones Jr. gives the GWO Clarissa Shields her credit as the face of women boxing. Right? I replied, Amanda Serrano is the face and the most entertaining. Clarissa Shields says, cap. I responded, why is it cap? Amanda Serrano sold out Madison Square Garden in her hometown. Serrano is the 7th Division World Champion, undisputed. Serrano is a knockout artist. Hold on, let me put it so y'all can see better. Serrano is a knockout artist, which there are very few in boxing. Serrano moves the needle like she gave up her belt to fight 3-minute rounds. She is a trailblazer. You are one of the greatest, but when I think of women boxing, Serrano is not only historically accomplished, yet also the most entertaining. She replied with, she is not the face. I respect her resume as you should do mine. I do. I've never had a boring fight. Not to me. I think you will. You have several boring fights, more than so. And I'm making my own wave and getting asses in the seat too. You are in Detroit. Nobody knocking that. And I replied with, hold on. I respect everything you have done from the amateurs to the pros. I don't think you less than anyone. I think fighters at your weight class is highly limited, which is not your fault. To me, when I think of women boxing, first name I think is Serrano. I actually think you are ruthless and very entertaining in the MMA. I think that intensity should translate to the boxing ring. I think so. I'm just speaking from a fan perspective and a student of the game. Serrano, Katie Taylor, yourself are carrying the sport with the help of Jonas, Baumgartner, Mayer, and Chantel Cameron. Amanda Serrano replied, thank you, buddy. I appreciate your kind words. I continue to work hard and do things to elevate the game. Clarissa called you and Nesta gives the light skin haters. When? When she called that? When? Did she ever refer to me online? Let me see. Clarissa is the queen. Leave her alone. Everyone is bullying her. It's not right to go at her. She's a woman and queen. Leave the quote alone before HLD and Rapstar go at you. Shout out to Low Nose Boxing. Shout out to Chuck in the building. Was good, man. Lofton in the building. He said Keyshawn more likely to fight Abdullah. He dissed him on Mill City Boxing. Shout out to Mill City Boxing. Shout out to Low Nose Boxing. Shout out to all the members. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody on X. Let's go. She said, if Amanda is like the Tank of women boxing, Clarissa is the Usyk. Well, the Tank don't got accomplishments, so I think that's a disrespect to Amanda Serrano to say Tank is the Amanda Serrano. Nah, Amanda Serrano is the Manny Pacquiao woman boxer. Bro, I'm friends with the nephew of the WBC rep that got Carlos the #1 spot after Teofimo Lopez won the Olympic trials. So now, y'all see the thumbnail? Y'all see the thumbnail, right? Y'all see the thumbnail? Let's talk about it, folks. We see that Keyshawn Davis has called out Teofimo Lopez several times. We see that Shakur Stevenson said that he believed that Teofimo Lopez is afraid of Shakur. We all know that Teofimo Lopez is not afraid of none of these guys or anybody in the sport of boxing, and none of Shakur and Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis ain't scared of Teofimo Lopez or none of the fighters as well. You know what I'm saying? I respect the skills and talent of Shakur Stevenson. I respect the skills and talent of Keyshawn Davis. You already know, fighting for the USA and bring the silver medal. Hopefully, we wish it was the gold medal, but of course, he can't get over the hump versus Andy Cruz from Cuba. And that's a potential fight out there in the 135-pound division. And the lightweight division is a fight that I believe that I said in the amateurs. What I said, what was it, 4 years ago? I did the live. I've been following Keyshawn Davis before he became pro. Y'all already know he's been on this channel since the near the beginning of Punch Drunk Boxing. I always show love to the up and coming fighters, right? And I said, even back then, even when Andy Cruz was beating Keyshawn Davis, I said that Keyshawn Davis will beat Andy Cruz in the professional level because I feel like Keyshawn Davis has more of a pro style than the amateur style of Andy Cruz. I think that Andy Cruz slapped a lot of his punches. I think that his power is not going to carry, in my opinion. And I think that Keyshawn Davis will beat Andy Cruz in the professional level. But now that you got Andy Cruz, he did the smart thing and getting a coach like a Boozy and sparring with Boots and stuff like that. I think that was the smartest thing to do. So I want to see the elevation of Andy Cruz. I know it's not going to be it's not going to be so significant because he's already 30 years old. He's not a young chicken. So we're going to see the evolution in the pros by Andy Cruz, but I think that Keyshawn Davis will be Andy Cruz. If I had to pick, if they had a fight right now, I would pick Keyshawn Davis to beat Andy Cruz in the professional. But I think it's going to be a tough fight. I think that Andy Cruz got beautiful footwork. Haven't seen great footwork like that from an amateur going to the professional level like that, right? Quick since a Lomachenko. I think he got all the attributes in the world. I think he's a smart fighter. I think he doesn't get hit and stuff like that. It could go either way, but I just think that Keyshawn got more of a pro level style. Enrique con los 5 pesos de Super Chari Pari K me dice Tio needs to break away from the A and B fighters. His legacy is on the line. Swim or sink. Punch, you are OG. Stop cutting Tio slack. I never cut Tio slack. You got to remember what I said after the fight, right? Enrique, you said you saw what I said after the fight. I said that the performance was unacceptable for a fight that he wants in Terrence Bud Crawford. He did good in that fight. He hit him on he won every round. His output was great, but for the magnitude of the call out, for the people to justify his call out and justify that fight and call for that fight, because at the end of the day, a big fight, the fans gotta put their arms around that big fight as well. You know what I'm saying? They gotta believe that it is a big fight, that is going to be a competitive fight. And I think that majority of the people is not calling for that fight because of the performance of the last couple of performances with Teofimo Lopez. I'm gonna say it like this: the performance with Teofimo Lopez and Josh Taylor. If he would have called out Terrence Bud Crawford right there after Josh Taylor, instead of announcing a retirement, if he would have said, "Hey, yo, I want Bud. Yeah, yo, Bud, you remember when you was thinking about fighting Josh Taylor when he became undisputed and he was gonna move up?" If Tio would have called out Bud in the post-fight interview after Josh Taylor, the fans of the sport of boxing would have been like, "You got to give it a Tio. You got to give it a Tio." But then he came with the performance that a lot of people didn't like versus Jermaine Ortiz. Follow it up with a Steve Clackett that a lot of people didn't know who Steve Clackett was. So a lot of people was anticipating to see the entertaining takeover that knocked out Richard Comey, the champion. You know what I'm saying? And then he went the whole 12. And that's why I said that performance was unacceptable for the potential of a Bud Crawford fight. You know what I'm saying? So, my brother, I keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively. You know what I'm saying? I keep it unbiased, logically, and objectively, because I do believe that Teofimo Lopez is the captain of the generation, the commander-in-chief of this young generation. He the one that set the tone. He the one that did Gervonta St. Davis dirty work by fighting Vasily Lomachenko back-to-back from fighting Comey and Vasily Lomachenko. So look, Teofimo Lopez didn't get no vacant title. He fought champions to be a champion. He beat the best to be the best. He beat the pound for pound to be a pound for pound. He has earned every right to be called pound for pound. He has earned every right to be he defended his title, unified title. Ain't nothing come easy for Teofimo Lopez, and a lot of things come easier for all these other fighters. He is the guy that set the tone for this young generation. Follow with the likes of Bam Rodriguez, Shakur Stevenson fighting Hearing, and then Oscar Valdez. You got Devin Haney that's been he been trying to do what Tio does. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, if you fought George Kambosos right after that. You went to the 140-pound division, but you fought Regis Prograis. But the thing is, at the end of the day, and you fought Lomachenko, but Teofimo Lopez already beat Lomachenko. So people still trying to catch up to Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion. And so you got Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis had called down Shakur Stevenson, not only in their platform, but in other interviews and also on my platform. Keyshawn Davis wants to fight Teofimo Lopez. Shakur Stevenson is open to fight Teofimo Lopez. But has Keyshawn Davis put himself in position realistically for Teofimo Lopez fight? See, I'm all good with the call-outs, but what I support is realistic call-outs. Do y'all believe that Keyshawn Davis call-out is realistic? Does he want Teofimo Lopez next? Did he earn the right to get Teofimo Lopez next? Did he put himself in position to get Teofimo Lopez next? Yes or no? And then I will be like, all right, he really he really want that fight because he put himself in position for that fight. Look, business decisions speak louder than words. And look, Keyshawn Davis, his nickname is the businessman. Has Keyshawn Davis made the right business move to put himself in position for a Teofimo Lopez fight? That's the question. Has he? Y'all want to participate on the chat? Has he? This is boxing. Have the laughing emoji. PTT boxing. Dude, Devin beat the guy twice who whooped T.O. Butt. Real, bro. Y'all gonna go with the same? You think that are you gonna stay with the Kambosos for the rest of Teofimo Lopez's career? You think that legitimize Devin Haney in terms of, you know what I'm saying? Like, would you put money on Kambosos versus Teofimo Lopez? Would you put your house up? Would you put your car up? Has anybody will bet me if they ever fight again? Would you bet on George Kambosos to beat Teofimo Lopez? Stop. Y'all just capping. Y'all don't believe that. And there's a split decision win in which in the championship round, Teofimo Lopez dropped Kambosos. But when it comes to Teofimo Lopez, the championship round doesn't count. Now it's a myth. Fuck out of here. To be the champion, you got to beat the champion. And in my opinion, that was a split decision. You didn't beat the champion. Y'all saying, he whooped his ass. Yeah, y'all forgot the whole fight. Y'all just thinking about the first knockout. And y'all don't forget that it was two bloody dudes. Y'all forget that was a fight of the year nominee. But I understand. I understand the hate for Tio. I know. He be piping some girls, sisters and mothers, and I don't know. I don't know what Teofimo Lopez did to get this type of hate. People don't like to rewatch the Tio fight because Tio whooped Cam. That's why they don't want to. They only want to see the highlight when he got dropped. They even forgot about the whole first round. They forgot that. I think one of the judges gave it a 9-8 round. That's how bad that Teofimo Lopez was beating George Kambosos that first round. But anyway, all these guys are respectable champions. Teofimo Lopez is a 2-division world champ, a 2-division lineal champion. And these people still want to stay stuck on, but Cambosa. But remember Cambosa? Like if he ain't beat Josh Taylor to have that lineal championship belt. And y'all still stuck on, but he took the Cambosa. These motherfuckers gonna be old, like fucking 80 years old. You remember that time when Teofimo Lopez went to Cambosa? Motherfucker Teofimo Lopez beat Bud Crawford, and you still be like, but Cambosa. That's like me staying stuck. That's like me staying stuck when Manny Pacquiao got beat up early in his career by Torres Compa Torres, whatever his name is. When he's getting beaten up and folded, hit, body shot, knocked out. If I would have told you back then that Manny Pacquiao would become an 8th-division world champion, 5-time lineal, 12-time world champion, the ambassador, the senator, the humanitarian. If I say, hey, yo, Manny Pacquiao's gonna fight me, go Cotto, but he was. Look where he happened with Torres Compa. Shit. Motherfuckers sound like robots. Give me 1 second. You hold the Loma BSTO fight up like it's the best thing smoking. Don't be a hypocrite. What do you mean don't be a hypocrite, brother? What do you mean, bro? Do you come to my channel just to hate? Like you, or you come to talk boxing, bro? Because think about it. That win was that Lomachenko, it was a back-to-back win. That was the best fight in the lightweight division. See, the Cambosa fight was a mandatory. Teofimo Lopez and versus Vasily Lomachenko was the unified undisputed matchup. It was Lomachenko that was regarded pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you could flip it around. That's why it was good. That was a good win, magnitude win. And Vasily Lomachenko was going to walk into the Hall of Fame, brother. And then if you're going to stay stuck, cool. Stay stuck on the Camboso. Mention the Camboso. But then you got to follow it up and mention the Josh Taylor moving up. You guys are acting like that's Teofimo Lopez's last fight. Why you never bring the Josh Taylor fight? Oh, because he humbled y'all. Y'all thought that he was done, right? Y'all said when he was questioning himself, y'all thought that he was going to lose to Josh Taylor, and he humbled your asses again. That's why y'all never want to bring the Josh Taylor fight. Y'all, George Camboso. What about after? What he did after? What he did after? Fucking haters. Teofimo Lopez butt willing the asshole of these the female of these people's family or something like that. That's why they mad at Tio all day. Enrique con los 5 pesos de super chatty party game. But listen, does Tio need a new trainer? Say it like it is. No pulling punches, OG punch. No, he don't need a new trainer. No, he don't need a new trainer. I think that his father been trainer of the year. Just like I never hear that Vasily Lomachenko need a new trainer. Enrique, do you believe that? Let me ask you a question. Enrique, I say no. I say that he should evaluate everything, just like every other fighter. Does Lomachenko need a new trainer, Enrique? Because, hey, Vasily Lomachenko lost to Salido, lost to Tio, lost to Haney, didn't look great versus Jermaine Ortiz. I never heard nobody in this community say that Vasily Lomachenko need to fire Papachenko. Never, ever, by no analyst, no writer, no boxing content creator. I never, ever heard that Lomachenko should fire his father or get a new trainer. Have you? I never. What do you think, Enrique? Do you think that Lomachenko should get a new trainer? Because he lost to Salido's second fight. He lost to somebody he was not supposed to lose to in Teofimo Lopez. He was the favorite. I say yes, it's time to move on. His dad can be a trainer or co-trainer. I mean, I think that you're winning. They got a winning formula right now. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think because you lose one time in your career that all of a sudden you fire your trainer. Again, Teofimo Lopez won each and every round his last fight. So what? He's gonna fire his father? What was the bad job that he did? His dad can be a co-trainer. Why Teo's dad has to leave? And what about I mean, is Teo the most accomplished fighter of this young generation? Why does Teo's dad come into question? I mean, I think everybody should do an evaluation of, you know what I'm saying, win or lose. You know what I'm saying? But why is that your question? Why not? Should since Shakur Stevenson is not knocking everybody else out, should Shakur Stevenson fire his grandfather? Should Keyshawn Davis fire his? You know what I'm saying? Like, or are they more? I mean, is any of these guys? How many trainer of the year does? I think that probably Teofimo Lopez Sr. got the same amount of trainer of the year as Bomac. I think that Teofimo Lopez Sr. got trainer of the year. Not even Chingo Inoue got trainer of the year. I don't know, man. I don't know. But anyway, so y'all see the thumbnail. And I understand that Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson don't want to fight each other because they're friends. They're friends. They don't want to fight each other because they're friends. And I respect that they're friends. I respect that Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis don't want to fight because they're friends. Because they're friends. Okay. If you want to be friends. But then I don't want to hear that Keyshawn Davis wants to be the best lightweight champion there is. He don't want to be the best. He can't be the best because he's not winning through gold. He's not winning to fight the best, to be the best. And if he feels like his boy Shakur Stevenson is the best, if Keyshawn Davis believes that Shakur Stevenson could beat Gervonta Tan Davis, that could beat Lomachenko, that could beat the William Cepeda, because he's going to go out there and support Shakur Stevenson. He believes Shakur Stevenson is probably the best. Because even when Shakur Stevenson gave him props on X the other day, he said, I learned from the best. When Shakur Stevenson was giving him credit on his defense. So Keyshawn Davis not fighting Shakur Stevenson. Yes, you're letting me know that that's your friend and you're not willing to fight him. But you're also letting the boxing world know that, you know what? You don't want to be the best. Unrealistic approach. You signed up to win and be the best. Keyshawn versus Raymond, a realistic fight. Keyshawn should fight Teo. We want to see it. It's more exciting than Brian Norman Jr. No, it's not. No, it's not. Brian Norman Jr. is already an interim WBO. And then after the fight, sorry, no, it's not. No, it's not. It can't even happen, my brother. You got PTTP boxing. You got boxing in your title, and you're not going by boxing. Now you're not even going by the rules. He said Keyshawn should fight Teo. We want to see it. It's more exciting than Brian Norman Jr. It's not, because Teofimo Lopez could fight Brian Norman Jr. and have the opportunity to become a 3-division world champion. That's a legacy fight, a harder fight, and he's daring to be great and moving up. You see that, folks? You see that? So now you're going by what's known. Then you're casual. I get it. You're a casual. Now I know. Okay. I get it. You're a casual. That's what it is. You just want to see names. No wonder. That's why Jake Paul is an attraction in the sport of boxing, because it's all about names. If Chris Brown, the singer, could come and fight Keyshawn Davis, it's a good fight because he got a name. Teo and Keyshawn both really respect each other. I think that Teo respects Keyshawn's skills and talent. I think that Keyshawn, of course, respects Teo. Good looking out, Steady Game with the $2 super chat. Good looking out. Dave Fernandez Colon. Peso de super chatty patty K. Me dice Punch. Don't know why they hate Teo. He doesn't need a new trainer. Teo just got to keep fighting and winning the big fights, and they will come. I think at this point, good looking out with the $10 super chat. God bless you. I think that Teofimo Lopez just need names right now. He needs the names. You know what I'm saying? Because the unknown names or the names that's not elite is not going to give him the benefit of the doubt, because if he doesn't take him out, he's going to get the same type of, you know what I'm saying? He need a name. He need a name. a name and accomplishment. He need a name and an accomplishment. Brian Norman Jr. is not a name that you know what I'm saying, that everybody knows, but he has the potential to become a 3-division world champion. I think that after the fight with Bud Crawford and Mash Ramoff, if he wins, I think that Bud Crawford is going to have to make a decision to make whether he's going to go back into the 147-pound division, maybe face the likes as mandatory challenger that could be Teofimo Lopez. I think that with the Super WBO title, I think that Bud Crawford is up to fight a mandatory in January 2025. So Bud Crawford will have to make a decision whether he wants to keep the WBO in the 147-pound division or he's going to stay in the 154-pound division and stuff like that. I think it's still a money fight for Bud Crawford to fight Teofimo Lopez, in my opinion. I think that's a good fight. I think that Teofimo Lopez is the most accomplished fighter on Bud Crawford's resume, and I think that it's a legacy versus legacy fight. Bud Crawford's been a lineal champion at 135. Teofimo Lopez been a lineal champion at 135. Bud Crawford been a lineal champion at 140. Teofimo Lopez is the current lineal champion at 140. That's the best fighting the best. The kings. They've been 2 kings, right? And then he's the king at 147. And Teofimo Lopez is looking to move up to 147 to challenge Bud Crawford. That's a legacy fight. That's the best. And that's one of the best fights, in my opinion. If Bud Crawford can get the likes of moving up and fight Canelo Alvarez, in which I think that's a fantasy fight, that's never going to happen. I think a fight with Teo and Bud, I think is a legacy fight and the most accomplished fighter in Bud Crawford's resume, in my opinion. I think he should take up for that. I think I respect the Keyshawn Davis call out, but it's not as realistic as what it is. Because think about it, folks. If Keyshawn Davis, Teofimo Lopez, look, the WBO can't even sanction a Keyshawn versus Teo because Keyshawn is in 135. He's not even ranked in the 140-pound division. Keyshawn Davis is not top 15 in the WBO. So guess what? The call out is one thing, but it's not a realistic call out because Keyshawn Davis not ranked top 15 in the WBO. So even if Keyshawn wants to face Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez says yes, guess what? The fight won't even be sanctioned by the WBO. And guess what? If let's say, look, I'm going to debunk anything. I'm going to debunk any narrative before it's even made up. Before it's even made up. Keyshawn versus Andy Cruz is a better fight, in my opinion. I think it's a fight that's a marinated fight. That's a realistic fight. Andy Cruz versus Keyshawn Davis is a realistic fight. Let's just not forget, how did Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney was built? Built off what? What they did in the amateurs. The same thing with Keyshawn Davis and Andy Cruz. I even think that that Keyshawn Davis and Kid Austin is more of a realistic fight, in my opinion. But if I have it on the screen, hold on. If Keyshawn Davis wants Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson wants Teofimo Lopez, then I feel like Shakur versus Keyshawn win against Teofimo. What you feel about that, folks? Come on now. Shakur versus Keyshawn, winner gets Teofimo Lopez. I want to know if being best friends is more important than being the best. I want to know. What you think, folks? What you think? I want to know if being best friends is more important than being the best. Because at the end of the day, what the fans want to see, they want to see the best fighting the best, right? They want to see pound for pound versus pound for pound, champion versus champion, best fighting the best. That's what the fans really want to see, right? If Keyshawn wants to, he needs to make a mark. He needs to get a strap. He needs to get something for Teofimo Lopez to be like, yo, I want to fight you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but you can't. Keyshawn could say, well, Teofimo Lopez fought Steve Claggett. Who's Steve Claggett? Well, you fought. Keyshawn Davis just fought a guy that was beaten by Steve Claggett. Best friends don't feed your family, though. Keyshawn versus Camboso is good. Keyshawn versus Camboso is good, but still he will be in the 135-pound division. I believe that Keyshawn Davis is wasting his time in the 135-pound division because he's not willing to be the best at 135. He's limited as at 135. He's not limited as a fighter. He's limited at 135 because I don't believe that Tank Davis is going to fight Keyshawn Davis. I don't think that he's going to get the Lomachenko fight because if Lomachenko gets Gervonta Tank Davis, that's going to be his last fight. Lomachenko's been been contemplating retirement for the last 2 fights. He only did come back to the sport of boxing because he wanted to do it for his father. So he really don't even want to fight. He really don't want to go through another training camp. He said it himself, he's been fighting all his life. That's it. He don't even love it like that no more. But there's going to be a big check on the table for Gervonta Tank Davis fight. And I think that if he doesn't get that fight, Lomachenko will retire. You're going to see that. If the negotiation break loose and they're not going to, and it's not going to, it doesn't come through fruition, Lomachenko is going to announce his retirement because there's nothing for him left to prove. He's not going to go one by one and get the undisputed. I think that training camp of Devin Haney, it took a lot of toll on him. I think that if he would have beat Devin Haney, I think he would have retired right there. And he just came back to the sport of boxing because he said that his father didn't want him to end his career like that. But in all reality, he only did it for his father. So he's 1 foot in and 1 foot out. I don't think that Keyshawn will get a Lomachenko fight. I don't think that Keyshawn will get a William Cepeda fight. So a Teofimo Lopez fight, and you're still at 135, and then Keyshawn don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. But I want to know if Shakur, if what means more to you? You being best friends with Shakur or you being the best fighter at 135? If not, then go to 140-pound division. Put yourself in position for the call out that you're calling out. Put yourself in position for Teofimo Lopez. Because right now, even if Teofimo Lopez says yes, the WBO won't sanction the fight. Because Keyshawn Davis is not in position for a Teofimo Lopez fight. So the call out is an empty call out. I could respect that you want to fight Teofimo Lopez, but you as the businessman has to make the business decision. Your business decision got to speak louder than words. Then be the businessman, take care of your business, and put yourself in the position for a Teofimo Lopez fight. But we're tired of these empty call-outs. Everybody in the sport of boxing is just calling out. But see, if you're calling somebody out and you're positioned for that fight, that's respectable. If Shakur Stevenson is calling out Gervonta Tank Davis, he's in the position for a Tank fight. If Shakur Stevenson is calling out Lomachenko, he's in position for a Lomachenko fight. You feel me? Those are, if Boots was calling out Bud Crawford and Earl Spence, he was in position for those fights. Those are David Benavidez is calling out Canelo Alvarez because of the mandatory position. That's a real call out. That's a real call out. If Andy Ruiz is calling out Deontay Wilder, it's a real call out. If Anthony Joshua wants the winner of Tyson Fury on Alexander Usyk, that's a real call out. Those are the call out that we should pay attention to. Those are the realistic call outs. I don't care about these call outs. Well, I want to fight. If let's say, for example, let's say, Abdullah Mason is calling out Pitbull Cruz. That's not a realistic call out. It's not a realistic call out. I'm just saying. I would like to see that fight with Andy Cruz. That's the biggest fight in my opinion for Keyshawn Davis. And Keyshawn Davis, he's been asked that rematch ever since he stepped foot as a pro, and ever since Andy Cruz got his contract in America, or the UK, when he got a pro contract. That's the fight that they both ask. You know what I'm saying? I think that also when T.O. was calling out Bud Crawford, all of a sudden you heard the Keyshawn. And I know that Teofimo Lopez says certain things about Shakur Stevenson because Shakur Stevenson wasn't talking too much trash about T.O. And I think it was T.O. that ignited the Shakur back and forth more than the Keyshawn stuff. And Keyshawn was mad because he feel like that Teofimo Lopez disrespected him in one of the interviews and stuff like that. So I could understand that. I could understand it. But if you want the fight, put yourself in position for the fight. That's all I'm saying. So you know what? I want to see Shakur Stevenson versus Keyshawn Davis. I'm a fan, man. I don't want to hear this friend shit, to be honest, bro. I understand it. I understand it, but I don't want to hear it. Because I'm looking at Keyshawn Davis. I've been looking at Keyshawn Davis since the amateurs. I want no limitations from Keyshawn Davis. I want no limitation from Shakur Stevenson. Y'all gonna be friends in the same, at least be friends enough and talk to each other and be like, you know what? But bro, you know we're not gonna fight each other. So yo, my man, move up. Move up. Right? Just standing by. Tio can't hang in the ring with either young men. He can't match their rhythm. Okay, I mean, that's an opinion. That's an opinion. That's an opinion. If you feel like if you feel like Tio, the two-time lineal champion, the guy that has proven more than both of these guys in the ring, the best resume in the sport of boxing. That's some ish that it's crazy. You could accomplish so many things, and a person that didn't accomplish shit in the pros, somebody would think that they could be better than somebody. Now, the Shakur Stevenson, that's debatable, right? That could be debatable. You know what I'm saying? Shakur Stevenson has proven in the amateurs and the pros. Tio has proven in the amateurs and the pros. No, I feel you. It's an opinion. I'm with you, Patricia, on that one. Shout out to Patricia. It's an opinion. All I'm saying is, what fights have you seen from Keyshawn that tells you that he could beat Tio? Because he beat Pedraza? Because he beat the opponent that Steve Claggett just beat? Like, for me to be like, this guy, you know what I'm saying? And I like Keyshawn. Yeah, everybody knows in this community, I've been supporting Keyshawn since the beginning, right? So it's not even about that. I just want Keyshawn Davis. This is what it is. This is what it is. And I hope that people don't see this as hate. I hate that when people show me respect, really show me the respect for giving you for saying what I'm saying, because I know I'm not shitting on Keyshawn. I know I'm not shitting on Shakur, and I know I'm not shitting on Tio. I'm not shitting on none of these guys. What I'm saying is Tio is the most accomplished out of all of them. Shakur Stevenson is an accomplished fighter and a pound-for-pound fighter as well. Keyshawn Davis is the one that needs to really set the tone for his career and a legacy fight. And at the lightweight division, if he's not wanting to be the best and go through Shakur Stevenson, stop wasting your time at the 135-pound division and move over to the 140-pound division. Because I know I've seen Keyshawn in person and I see Shakur Stevenson in person. And Keyshawn is you could tell that he is way bigger than the Shakur Stevenson. He could go to the 140-pound division. He is just as big as Teofimo Lopez. Pause. So go to the 140-pound division and look at this. If you don't get a Teofimo Lopez fight, you still got the likes of a potential Jermaine Ortiz fight, a potential Steve Claggett fight. You know what I'm saying? A potential Rolly fight. You know what I'm saying? A potential Elvis Rodriguez. Can you imagine? Elvis Rodriguez is with Top Rank now. Elvis Rodriguez versus Shakur Stevens versus Keyshawn Davis. Hey, yo, Keyshawn Davis could have way more, and he could full throttle be great or dare to be great, pursue to being great. No limitations, no cap in a 140-pound division. He's wasting his time at 135. He's wasting his time at 135. He don't want to be the great. And so I'm looking at Keyshawn. I'm like, you don't want to be the best at 135 because you got to go through Shakur. He's your friend, right? You're not going to fight. So move on. Move on. Because Shakur's daring to be great. Shakur's in position to get a tank. Shakur's in position to get William Cepeda. Shakur's in position to become a unified and then an undisputed world champion. Keyshawn Davis, if you had a strap and Shakur Stevenson had 3 straps, we want to see the best. And you guys are not willing to give us that. You guys are not willing to give yourself that. You guys will never know who's going to be the best if y'all going to be in the same division because y'all friends. At least AC Slater and Zach Morris fought. See, I like what Mike Tyson told Jamal Charlo. You know what I'm saying? When he was talking about friends. Like friends in boxing, that's how you break bread. I understand what they're saying. I understand that while he would damage his friend and we're friends and we're more like brothers. We're brothers. We're brothers. It is what it is. All I know, real brothers are Jamal Charlo and Jamal Charlo. That's brothers. These are friends that have some type of brotherhood ship. I ain't say ship. Enrique Lopez de Super Chatty Parike. Who you got, OG? Pitbull versus Rayo. I got Pitbull stoppage. I got Pitbull stoppage. I got Pitbull stoppage. That he good looking out with the $2 super chat. What's good? What's good? What's up to the members? DSV in the building. Said Teofimo Lopez got the lineal belt. That's like Argentina with the World Cup. And someone has the balls to say they aren't the best in the world. Mother effers are so backwards. And I'm telling you, DSV, people are backwards in boxing. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah. It's like, it's like you go out there and you not only have an associate degree, you get a master, you get a PhD, you go all the way, you become a best, you an honor roll student, you're the best, you accomplish, and then somebody says, but this GED student should have a better job than you and should get paid more than you, and he has less experience, he got less accomplishment and less experience, but he's better than you, he should get the same accolades that you get. Nah, man. We thinking backwards, man. Whether you're a fan or not, you got to give credit to the people because they're the one that's moving the needle in the sport of boxing. Keep your hate to the side with certain fighters. Look, I'm not a fan of the style of Devin Haney. Never was. But he does got a winning style. I do believe, I thought when he was coming up, I was waiting for Devin Haney's power. You know what I'm saying? Because around that age, 20 years old, 21 years old, you want to give them time to get that adult power. I thought it would have came through fruition. It never did. You know what I'm saying? The Santiago fight, the Gamboa fight, the other fights for me was like, you know what I'm saying? I like the formula of father and son. I like what Bill Haney has done for his son. You know what I'm saying? But he just not my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? He's just not my cup of tea. You know, but he got a winning style outside of the Ryan Garcia fight. He got a winning style and stuff like that. So I got to give credit what credit is due. He was an undisputed 135-pound division. He become a 2-division world champion by being Regis Prograis. That doesn't mean I need to be a fan of the skills and the entertainment value of Devin Haney, but I give him credit. You feel me? You know, and the same thing goes for the other people. I'm not going to say what Teofimo Lopez have accomplished and beat Josh Taylor and beat Vasily Lomachenko and beat Richard Comey, that a guy that never fought or did anything close to is going to be like, yeah, he beats him. Nah, we need it. Nah. It's like this. Put it this way. I think Boots is more entertaining for me. More entertaining, his flashing, his skill set. I like than Bud. For me, I like watching Boots more than even Bud. I like watching Boots. But I'm not going to say that Boots beats Bud. He got to do more. He got to beat somebody for me to even be like, he beats Bud. I'll be rooting for Boots, put it that way. I'll be rooting for Boots versus Bud Crawford. But I got to be honest. Right now, he doesn't beat Bud. In my opinion, I don't think he beat Bud. But let's see how Bud is going to look like in his next outing in the 154-pound division versus Mazurmov. But if these guys want Teofimo Lopez, I want these guys to fight each other. I wouldn't know if these guys are really going to be great or they have limitations in their greatness. So think about this, Keyshawn Davis. How about if because the thing is, Shakur, I'm putting this more on Keyshawn because Shakur Stevenson is already a 3-division world champion. So what about Shakur Stevenson? Let's say if you move to the 140-pound division and then Shakur Stevenson moves to the 140-pound division. He's going to put a cap on your potential greatness because you won't fight him. So many casual out here, Punch. What's good, my brother? Endless in the building. This is boxing in the building. DSV in the building. Twins in the building. Devin should have never left the jab clinch style. You're going to be out for the fight, Punch. Which fight? Pro boxing isn't a team sport. Everyone in your weight class is your adversary. Facts, Ronnie. Facts, and that's why I'm putting it on pause on Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn, especially Keyshawn Davis. Do you want to be great, or your friendship is worth more than you being great? You putting everything on the line. Is your friendship, is you being best friends with Shakur Stevenson is more important than you being the best? Because this is the sport of boxing. We're not here to see friends. So they can't get mad at how people feel. And I know they get irritated. when they ask Shakur, but the more that you rise, Keyshawn, they're going to ask for that fight. And y'all going to keep on giving us we're friends, we don't want to fight each other. Somos amigos. Nos queremos pelear. This is the fight game. This is the hurt game. So if I were y'all, separate from each other. Go to the 140-pound division. Go to the 140-pound division. Go to, because that's going to irritate the boxing fans even more. And maybe y'all going to like it. Ha ha, they mad. We ain't going to fight each other. Ha ha, cool. Nah, this is boxing, bro. This is a sport. This is a sport. You know what I'm saying? Carmelo Anthony is best friends with LeBron James. Or you think if LeBron James was playing or Carmelo Anthony let's say they would have gone to the finals against each other, you think that both of them going to be talking? Nah, man, I ain't going to prevent you to become a champ because I want you to have a ring. And then LeBron James going to be like, nah, Carmelo, I'm gonna sit out in this championship because I want you to get a ring. You feel me? Because you my boy. Stop it. And then they're gonna be like, well, that's not the same as basketball. I could hurt my brother. I could hurt my friend. Well, y'all in the business of the hurt game. Y'all chose this life. Y'all chose this sport. Do you want me to look at this as a sport or not? And if your nickname is the businessman, then you shouldn't take nothing personal. Facts, right? If your nickname is the businessman Keyshawn Davis, then you shouldn't take this friendship personal. Shakur Stevenson shouldn't take it personal. Hey, yo, boy, my brother, it's only business. You know what my name is? The businessman. So this little friendship is justifying your name. It's just justifying your potential to be great at 135-pound division. You got a choice to make. Keyshawn Davis got a choice to make. Do you want to be great or do you want to be best friends? You got a choice, my brother. You got a choice. Because you putting a cap on your greatness right now at 135. Move on to 140 and we have a different conversation. What you think about Emiliano Fernando Vargas' son? I think he's gonna be a force to be reckoned with. I think he's a future pound for pound Enrique. And I said it a long time ago, I think Emiliano is the best of all the sons. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, there's no hiccups. I think they're moving them good. And I think they're taking their time moving them. And I think that's that you don't got to even rush them right now. Vaughn in the building! Says new gym boxers are beta males, claiming they're the best while avoiding lineal champions in their divisions and not fighting other over friendship. We're friends forever until we meet again. We're talking about friends. ¿Qué, friend? Yo no quiero oír esa vaina ya. Coño. Es pelea que queremos, coño, es pelea. Ajá, falla, es pelea que queremos. ¿Qué di que friends y friends? Me importa esa vaina. Me importa esa vaina de que friend y friend. ¿Qué me importa de eso? No, you know, I don't want to fight him because he's my friend. I don't give a damn about that cheat, my friend. I don't give a damn about that cheat. Vamos a pelear. I want to see the best. No, we're not going to fight because we're friends. I understand why Klitschko didn't fight his brother. With the Klitschko brother didn't fight. I understand why Jermell Charlo stayed at 154 and Jamal Charlo stayed at 160. And if Jamal Charlo moves to 168, Jermell Charlo would have moved to 154. Even the brothers understood. They're twins. Jamel and Jamal understood. Hey, yo, bro, take care of 154. I take care of 160. Jamel wouldn't go that 160 because he's not going to step on the toes of his brother. So if y'all brothers move to 140 and stop being in the way of Shakur Stevenson, or Shakur Stevenson, you're going to be in the way of Keyshawn Davis. Easy. Steady gains. Lopez on the super chatty party game. Me dice Shakur hasn't been hurting anyone. Right? You right? True. Hey, yo, steady gains. It's true. Keyshawn, don't worry about it. I can fight each other. Shakur Stevenson ain't hurting anybody anyway. Right? He's not putting anybody in no damn hospital. You know what I'm saying? He's not giving nobody broken jaws and broken noses and stuff like that. So I think that y'all can actually fight. Ain't gonna give you brain damage. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he was maybe, you know what I'm saying, if he was Gervonta Tank Davis, if he was putting in the hurt, then I understand. Or maybe you don't want to hurt Shakur. Is it that, Keyshawn? Who you think will win, though? Ask them that. They won't even answer that. Because they're friends. They're friends. Wrong with the $5 super chat. Good looking now, man. Appreciate you, bruv. It was Dev Shakur that told Keyshawn never fight. Now I'm gonna say a lot of the young fighters have a lot of respect for Shakur Stevenson. I remember when I spoke to Keyshawn Davis, utmost respect for Shakur Stevenson. I remember when I was talking to Kid Austin, that was Kid Austin's favorite fighter coming up. It's something about Shakur Stevenson. I don't know what I don't know. Maybe he just does look amazing in the gym versus these guys when he's sparring. Because for young fighters to say that they looking up to Shakur, I would think a young fighter is looking up to Mayweather, looking up to maybe now a Canelo. I'm talking about young fighter, but these guys are couple years, and they look up to Shakur Stevenson. They look up to Shakur, bro. Punch. More on it's not gonna happen. Well, if it's not gonna happen, move on. Move on. That's all I'm saying. Move on. If it's not gonna happen, then move on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting the type of pressure. I just want to know they're really there to be great. Some people say I want to be great. Some people say I dare to be great. I don't know. Keyshawn Davis is about to hit his ceiling. I don't see him beating. Ronnie said Keyshawn Davis is going to hit his ceiling. I don't see him beating any top guys at 135, and good counterpuncher will feast on the glaring holes in his game. I think that I don't know if he's a special fighter yet, but I believe he's got the potential to be a great fighter. But he got to do something special for me to say that he's special, right? But I always felt that he's going to do good in the pros. You know what I'm saying? And by far, he's doing this thing. In the meantime, who should Teo fight to stay busy? He needs ring rust. It's real. I mean, he just came off a fight. He already had two fights this year. I don't think ring rust. You said ring rust is real. I think that he should go up at, if he can't get a unification bout at 140, he's not gonna get Pitbull Cruz next, right? He's not gonna get Ryan. He's not gonna get Devin. I mean, Devin has the opportunity to fight him. He did drop the belt. Maybe they could do a negotiations and get the Devin Haney fight. I would like that fight. I think that I think that top rank, T.O., Brian Norman Jr., everybody is going to be waiting on after the fight with Bud Crawford. I think that Bud Crawford, he's the super WBO. So he doesn't have to fight or defend that belt until January, right? Where he'll be mandated. But since he's in a different, if he's not coming back down, I think he got to notify the WBO. If he was a regular champion, he'll have to notify the WBO after 10 days, whether to keep the belt or stay in the division that you're going to stay in, right? So I think that, Bud Crawford is in a special position, just like Teofimo Lopez being the super WBO champion is in a special position as well. That's why he can't be mandated as well. So, but hopefully, Bud Crawford doesn't hold the welterweight division hostage. You know what I'm saying? If he's not gonna be at welterweight, don't hold the division hostage and vacate the belt and let Brian Norman Jr. Be elevated, and then Teofimo Lopez will fight Brian Norman Jr. for him to have the opportunity to become a three division world champion. So I think everything is going to be up to Bud. Bud has the potential to hold the welterweight division hostage, or the career of Brian Norman Jr. hostage more so than anything. Because I think that Teofimo Lopez, he has some type of option, I think it seems like Teo got a lot of options, but a lot of these names don't want to fight him. These guys ain't coming out to fight Teofimo Lopez like when he took that L with Camboso. You know what I'm saying? Once he beat Josh Taylor, nobody really want to put themselves in position for a Teofimo Lopez fight. not Matias, not Jose Ramirez. They could all claim that they want Teo. Nah, I don't think so. And let me back up my claim so I can understand. Let's go by the rule, because some people think, oh, it's cap. Look, at the WBO, this is the rankings right now. This is the top 15 rankings right now in the WBO and the junior welterweight division. You got Arnold Barbosa, you got Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall going to be facing Regis Prograis. You got Richard Hitchens, that he wasn't even trying to fight Matias with the 10-pound rehydration clause. So I don't think that Richard Hitchens really want to fight with the IBF. You got Jose Ramirez. He declined the Teofimo Lopez fight for the February 8th. I don't know if he's prepared or not. The Sandor Martin fight, I was thinking about this. Maybe a Sandor Martin rematch. Sandor Martin is the number one in the WBC, but I could think that Sandor Martin will fight Puello, because you already know that the WBC title was vacant. I'm not too sure if Puello has been elevated. I think that Puello is elevated, but I still see in the WBC rankings that he's still not elevated. But I heard there was an announcement that he was elevated. So I think Puello going to be fighting Sandor Martin. Josh Taylor already lost and stuff like that. Regis Prograis already taken. Steve Claggett, number 8. He already fought. Teofimo Lopez already beat Steve Claggett. Nestor Bravo from Puerto Rico. I don't know if is that gonna come to fruition. Alfredo Santiago is number 10. That's the guy that Devin Haney beat. Jermaine Ortiz, Teofimo Lopez beat. Sean McComb, I don't know if that fight gonna happen. Harlem Eubank, I talked about that fight a little bit. You know what I'm saying? If Teofimo Lopez want to go to the UK and fight Harlem Eubank, I mean, that would be a good money fight out there in the UK. You feel me? And that's number 15. Now, the reason why I say that, the reason why I say that Keyshawn Davis call out to Teofimo Lopez is an empty call out is because, again, like this ranking, Teofimo Lopez could only face the only fight that could be sanctioned for Teofimo Lopez at 140 will be these names. These are the only names that Teofimo Lopez could fight that will be sanctioned by the WBO. Keyshawn Davis is not ranked top 15. So even if Teofimo Lopez says, yes, I want to fight Keyshawn, the WBO won't sanction the fight because he is not top 15. I'm going to go with the rules. Let's go with the rules. Here we go. In the interim period, meaning when you got time in between your mandatory period, right? Like right now, Teofimo Lopez could fight anybody he want, but he could only fight, look, in the interim period, the world champion may defend the title against any contender classified within the 15th best by the World Boxing Organization. Is Keyshawn Davis one of the 15 best? No. So it's an empty call out. This fight can happen. For those of you that wants to be like, yo, but Teo, fight Keyshawn. Keyshawn is calling you out. Keyshawn is calling you out. Even if Teo wanted to fight him, they won't sanction the fight because Keyshawn Davis is not ranked top 15. These are the only names that Teofimo Lopez could fight that they will get sanctioned unless he takes that super WBO, move up and fight the Brian Norman Jr. of the world. And if he beats Brian Norman Jr., then they will let him know whether to drop the belt like Bud Crawford, right? Another thing right here. This is the reason why it'll be dumb. Now this is another debunk. So I said all of that. Then let's say if a Keyshawn Davis or his or one of his fanboys would be like, so what? So what? We could fight him without the belt. You know what I'm saying? Fight him without the belt. In the end of the day, if Teofimo Lopez decides to fight Keyshawn Davis without the belt, Teofimo Lopez will still have to pay sanctioning fees. Now, wouldn't that be dumb? You paying 3% to an organization that won't even sanction your fight, but because you're already a champion, look, the WBO champion shall not participate in non-championship fights that is not in the WBO championship without the prior authorization of the WBO World Championship Committee. This authorization shall be subject to such condition as the WBO World Championship Committee determines. In addition, the authorization will be granted only on the condition that the WBO champion pay a fee to the WBO that is the equivalent of the amount that the WBO champion, would have paid to the WBO if the non-championship fight were conducted as a WBO championship fight. So, ladies and gentlemen, Keyshawn Davis call out towards Teofimo Lopez is an empty call out. It's not a realistic fight until, like I said, if you're not going to fight Shakur Stevenson and your call out is Teofimo Lopez, then be the businessman and make the business move to go 140-pound division. Put yourself in position so when you call out Teofimo Lopez, is a legitimate, realistic call out and not an empty call out, because not even the WBO will sanction a Keyshawn versus Teofimo Lopez. Is everyone understood here? Huh? Everyone understood? Is this real boxing talk? Or y'all want me to give you a gossip? Or y'all want to be like, or y'all want me to be like, yo, Tio, she'll fight Keyshawn, yo. Nah, Tio, you scared of Keyshawn. Nah, man. Nah, you got to fight Keyshawn. Nah, man, he calling you out, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I heard, you know what I'm saying? They did that to your dad and sparring and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You got to step up, bro. I like that fight more than any other fight. I think the Keyshawn versus Teofimo Lopez is a good-ass fight. Tank number one, Tio's duck of the business. And that's what I mean. This is what I mean. This is why I sometimes say I gotta dumb down my. You see, we went by facts, right? This guy says Tio duck in the business. You see people. You see what I was saying yesterday? That you could bring facts to the people. You could give them a plate of facts, and they'll still be like, "Yo, Tio ducking the businessman." Yeah, yo, Tio ducking him, yo. I'm telling you, people está en droga está esta gente. D-Wiz in the building. What's good? Thriller in the building. D-Wiz in the building. Yo, for real, bro. Yo, you could give them facts. You could give people facts and they still como la mente de ellos tan the sky. How about Keyshawn versus Shakur? That's the fight. That's a fight. Let's see what Keyshawn Davis is at in the WBC. Hold on. Let's see boxing. Let's see what Keyshawn at. Hold on. Give me a second. Yesterday, I said on my live. All right, okay, I'm gonna lay the rules again. Ladies and gentlemen, there's too many boxing channels here. I don't want to be the guy that blocks. I don't want to be the guy that puts on timeout. But I'm calling my channel, since my channel is not a big channel. I don't have 100 people viewing my lives. I don't have 200, 300, 100. There's only a few people. But if there's going to be a few people, I want this to be the boutique of boxing. The boutique. I want to see people in the chat that are boxing fans, that are smart. We could agree or disagree. Smart. If you say some dumb ish, especially when I gave you some facts, you're not going to be in this community. I'm going to block you. You got it? Don't type anything dumb. It don't even have to be derogatory. So tank number one, if you say some dumb ish like that, I'm gonna. This is gonna be the boutique of boxing. This community is gonna be like anybody that's hardcore is gonna be in the chat. Hardy's gonna be on the panel. We're gonna be chopping it up, whether we agree or disagree. It's gonna be real boxing fan. There's too many boxing channels already. There's too many trolls. I'm gonna weed out. I don't give a damn. I'm not a big channel anyway. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. But all I know is when people come to Punch One Boxing, they're gonna have to act accordingly and speak accordingly. For real. If I say, yo, Demetrius Andrade was in place for Canelo Alvarez fight in 160 for the undisputed, yo, fuck that. He should have never fight him. Block. Stop it. Because I wanted to see the undisputed at 160. Right? It doesn't matter if you believe, it doesn't matter if you like a boxer or not. If I say David Benavidez is in mandatory position for Canelo Alvarez and he deserves a Canelo Alvarez fight, but Canelo Alvarez have done enough in his career that he shouldn't be shamed by anybody in 160 and 168. Canelo Alvarez can't be shamed. Do we want to see Canelo versus David Benavidez? Yes. Does he have the right to fight Canelo Alvarez? Yes, because he in mandatory position. But to me, to say that, as a thinking, oh, yo, he ain't shit. He ain't this. Nah. He not. If he fights David Benavidez and beat David Benavidez, what happens? What does he earn? Nothing. Nada. So you can't shame me with somebody that hasn't got nothing. That's like you shaming me with a bum. Enrique con 2 pesos de super chat. Professor, who out here there can stop Tank Davis? Teofimo Lopez could stop. I think that could beat Tank. I think that Shakur Stevenson has the ability to outbox or outpoint Tank. I'm gonna say outpoint because Tank could box. Tank could box his asshole. So I could say outpoint. I think that Vasily Lomachenko, if he got that same momentum and have that same pep in his step, has the ability also to outpoint or outbox Tank Davis. I think those three, in my opinion. Tio, Shakur, and Loma. Andy Medina con los 10 pesos. God bless you. Say you one of the real ones, Punch. Keep it real. That's what I'm talking about, man. Appreciate you, my brother. You're a real one yourself, man. God bless you with the super chat, man. Appreciate you. Hunter of the Hunt says, what up, Punch? I'm back in the Estados Unidos, back from Africa. Damn, you've been out there for a while, bro. Congrats. Oh, I know what it is. You heard that 45 almost got popped, right? And you're like, nah, ain't gonna do that no more to my brother number 45. Ain't nobody gonna stop 45 from being 47. That's when you came back to the States. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, yo, you seen the photo? Y'all ain't seen my photo? I was out there in PA. I was protecting number 45. The thing is, I had my glasses on, so a lot of people didn't know that was me. And when I took the glass, I'm gonna show you the picture. That was me, man. I was protecting 45, man. I saved 45's life, bro. Hold on. I'm going to show you the picture, y'all. Y'all don't believe me. I'm going to show you the picture. Man. I was trying to save 45. Hold on. Let me see if I got it right here. Yeah, man. Hold on. I got you right here, man. Yeah, man. Nobody playing around with 45, man. Let me show you the picture. Look. Hold on. Let me take this thing out the way. Hold on. Look. That was me, bro. I had the president, bro. Y'all ain't see me out there? Yeah, man, I'm trying to save the president, get him out of harm's way and stuff like that. Feel me? Yeah, man. No, we right there, man. We right there for the prez, bro. Ain't gonna stop no 45 becoming 47. 45 gonna be 47. 45 gonna be 47. Ain't nobody stopping us. Ain't nobody stopping me, bro. I was out there saving the president right there, bro. I was out there saving Mr. Don Rolando Trompo. I said, yo, we out of here. Yo, Don, bro, we out of here, son. I told you not to come to PA right now, man. We out here back in the 5th Avenue. Let's go back to your office, bro. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, that rhetoric. Yo, you know what's good, though? I've been a number one supporter of 45 since the beginning. They didn't invite me. My family barred me. Well, they never invited me to Thanksgiving for the first 3 years. I lost so many. I lost friends, friends from high school. They didn't want to talk to me. They blocked me on social media platforms. Hey, yo, I used to wear my Making America Great Again cap with T-shirts, with Trump T-shirts, with F the Democrat T-shirts and all that stuff. Man, bro, I was the only one around my way, and I was like that going to Harlem bars and stuff like that. Even my boy be like, yo, you serious, yo? Yo, for real? I thought that you was trolling, bro. Yo, you serious about this? I said, God damn right. I'm voting for Mr. 45, bro. And now I could see that it's cool now. I like it. But when I was, bro, in the hood, I was the only one. People was looking at me weird. They didn't want to say nothing. They didn't want to, but now they understand. Now they understand, bro. People didn't. I'm telling you, I lost friends. I'm dead serious. This is a real story. I was not. My aunt blocked me, bro. She blocked me from social media and did not invite me to the family get together. Was in my aunt's house. She didn't invite me to Thanksgiving for the first 4 years, for the first 3 years of 45 being president. I was ousted, bro. Then by the time Sleepy Joe won, they want to invite your boy Mr. Moonshine to go to Thanksgiving. Now, after Thanksgiving, damn it. I don't want to go over there no more. No. Y'all wasn't rocking with me. Y'all, yeah, a lot of people, man, they put the politics. Man. Like, no wonder people used to stay shut. And matter of fact, you know what's funny? That every time I went somewhere at a bar or something and I had the cap on, and they like, yo, do you support Trump? And I'm like, what does it look like? And then, most of the time, I never had an argument before. Like outside, 90% of the time, people was undercover Trump supporters, bro. Undercover. They just couldn't say. I go to happy hour. People was like, really? Yeah, really. You know what? I trust him more than. So why you don't say it loud though? Say it loud though. No offense, but if you got family in Mexico, it's after why would ya? Nah, that's a lie though. Because you know what it is? Boxing is that people don't like to listen. He ain't talking about immigrants. He's talking about illegal. Illegal. There's people that be like, oh, yo, but he's talking about us. You came in a plane, man. You came through customs. He ain't talking about you. You came through customs. He don't look at you as an illegal. He's talking about illegal. People are not that's not vented into the country. They're just coming and we don't know who the hell they are. Huh? We don't know where they're coming sick. We don't know what disease. We don't know if they're criminals. We don't know if they can escape from damn jail. And the thing is, it's not just about, see, and this is another thing that people don't, it's not about Mexico. Everybody that most of the immigrants go to Mexico to come through Mexico. It's not just, he's not talking about Mexican people. That's what he's talking about, the border. There's Africans. There is Europeans, immigrants that come to Mexico and go through there. That's what it is. It's not only Mexican that's coming through the border. Latinos from different Caribbeans, Europeans, Africans, they come through that border. That's what it is. People don't understand the details. Facts. No, it's not, bro. I know a lot illegal that works hard. Nobody said that they don't, bro. Nobody's saying that they don't. And nobody's saying that they're bad, but they're taking the jobs of citizens, bro. Don't make me go into the political. No. You can't drive wages down, bro. That's not fair either. That's not fair either, bro. That's like okay, all right. That's like you having a house, you got your kids, and you adopt you adopt 2 kids and give the 2 kids that adopted more than your own kids. Or give a bunch of strangers. Leave your house open. How about that? Don't have no locks on your door. Just let anybody walk in. Let anybody walk in and how about this? Let anybody walk in, let them eat all the food in the refrigerator, and then fix your backyard. When you come back from work, you be like, damn, who ate all the food? But damn, my backyard is clean. You still gonna be mad. You still gonna be tight. Leave your door on lock and let anybody walk in there. Hey, but somebody crash in your living room. He not hurting you, right? Let him crash in the living room. You sleeping anyway in your bed. Let him crash in your living room. Huh? Why not? Leave the door unlocked. Huh? Let them brush their teeth, take a shower, and let them clean the tub after taking the shower. They're not bothering you sleeping or you at work. They're not bad. They just want to take a shower. They just want to sleep. They just want to crash. Nah, that's what I'm talking about. Obama deported more. Yeah, Obama deported more Latinos than any president in the history of America. Huh? But anyway, again, I think that Keyshawn Davis should fight Shakur Stevenson if he want, and I think the winner should get Teofimo Lopez after that. What y'all think? What y'all think? Anyway, man. I mean, that's it for that subject. But you know, in 154-pound division, Tim Tszyu said that he's going to be fighting a title elimination. Hopefully, it could be Erickson Lubin, maybe Jamel Charlo want to come right back into the mix of things. But they already, I don't think Jamel Charlo is going to come back at 154 once they took everything away from him. They've taken all his titles. They took the ring title away from him. So why come back to the 154 to earn it right back? I don't know. But I would like to see Tim Tszyu. If it's Tim Tszyu versus Erickson Lubin or Tim Tszyu versus Jamel Charlo, I think that's a good. Those are the good fights, in my opinion. I wanted to see that Tim Tszyu versus Virgil Ortiz, but I think the Tim Tszyu people understood that Virgil Ortiz were probably gonna, if he would have beat him, they would have really stopped the momentum of Tim Tszyu. And then it wouldn't be on, the powers that be. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think they'll be. I don't think was Tim Tszyu the A side. I don't think the Tim Tszyu would have been the A side. I don't even know. So, but the 154-pound division is that stack and is an exciting division. Let's see what Bud Crawford going to be doing to Match Ramon. I'm gonna say it like this. Just like we're looking at everybody else's, if they're gonna be making statements, just like how we look at Teofimo Lopez, if he's gonna make a statement with Steve Claggett, just like Shakur Stevenson, whether he's gonna make a statement with Artem. If Bud Crawford performs anything less than if Bud Crawford performs anything less of the way that he performed versus Earl Spence, I'm letting you right now, by August 4th, the Bud versus Canelo Alvarez subject. Bud been inactive, been out for over a year, right? And they saying he said is the Bud Crawford era is not the Bud Crawford era. I don't think it's ever gonna be a Bud Crawford era. He's gonna be what 30? He's 36, 37 years old. It's too late for Bud Crawford era. We was living through the Canelo Alvarez era. But if he does not knock out Mashromov, if he goes a whole 12, then people are going to be like, what do you think you're going to do to Canelo Alvarez? If you can't hurt Mashromov, you're not going to hurt Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez got the best, arguably one of the best chins in the history of the sport of boxing. That's why I think is a fantasy fight. I don't think it's a good fight at all. I don't think it's a competitive fight. I don't think it's a realistic fight. I think it's a fantasy fight. I think that people are probably getting bored with matchups. I think that people are living is a slave to the performance of Bud Crawford versus Earl Spence, and I think that because how he performed versus Earl Spence, they now think that Bud Crawford could do the impossible. So versus Matramov, But Crawford gotta look just as impressive, just as exciting as the Earl Spence fight. Anything less than that is not gonna justify the fight with him and Canelo Alvarez. Watch August 4th. Watch. Now, if he knocks out, stops Masvidal in the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th round, they're gonna be like, yo, he gonna move to the 160. Yeah, man, get him Canelo. But if he go a whole 12, that's it. Watch. Keyshawn hasn't really done anything yet to fight either Teo or Shakur. Christian Padilla in the building. Exactly, man. So I don't that's why I'm saying that there's certain call-outs that make sense. But then there's certain call-outs that are just empty call-outs. And I just think that Keyshawn Davis calling out Teofimo Lopez is an empty call-out. You're not in his division. You're not ranked top 15. They won't sanction the fight. You haven't even had a title. You don't even have an interim title. You have it. It's like, nah, you got way more work to do. You know what I'm saying? To get a Teofimo Lopez. Yeah. And that's what I mean about when people looking at accomplishment. Look at already what Teo has accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Go look at Canelo tired of being king, right? I think he's tired of. I think so. You know what I'm saying? If he picking Chris Eubank Jr., I think so. I think that he's just. But also, a lot of these guys ain't even do 20% of what Canelo Alvarez has done. It's hard to shame. You can't shame Canelo Alvarez. It's like, I don't want to see the Chris Eubank Jr. fight, but then let's look at everybody around. If it's not Chris Eubank Jr., it's Edgar Berlanga. That's why I said, look, and people don't like it. I'd rather have Canelo Alvarez versus Demetrius Andre. At least Demetrius Andre was a 2-time division champion. At least Demetrius Andre was an Olympian. At least he could gauge that the David Benavidez, stopped Demetrius Andre in the 7th after the 6th round. Let's see what Canelo Alvarez could do. Why not? And I think that there's an infamous moment with Demetrius Andre and Canelo Alvarez. Like, he the one that brought out Cartelo. He made Canelo Alvarez speak English. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a better fight, in my opinion. I think the Demetrius Andre versus Canelo Alvarez is a way better fight than the Chris Eubank Jr. versus Canelo. Claggett did have any accomplishment on anything at all. That was okay. Why discredit Keyshawn? Tycho TV, I just debunked that right before. I told you today. Don't come. This is why, bro. This is why. Read Tycho TV. If read. He said, Tycho TV says Claggett did have any accomplishment or anything at all that was okay. Why discredit Keyshawn so much? Who's discrediting? I have not discredited Keyshawn not one time. I have not discredited Keyshawn one time. Keyshawn is not in a 140-pound division. That's number one. Keyshawn Davis, Tycho TV. Let me re-educate again. Tycho TV, the only people that Teofimo Lopez could fight that the WBO will sanction is the top 15. Let me know if you understand, yes or no. Give me a yes or no, Tycho TV. Yes or no? Do you understand that the only people that it will be sanctioned if Teofimo Lopez fighting is the top one? Where's Steve Claggett? He's number 8. Before he fought him, he was number 9 or number 7. That's why Steve Claggett could have the opportunity to fight Teofimo Lopez because he's top 1 through 115. Let me show you the rules, Tycho TV. So you don't see Keyshawn Davis there, right? How am I discrediting Keyshawn Davis? Where did I say that Keyshawn Davis don't know how to fight? Where did I say that Keyshawn Davis is not skillful? Where did I say that Keyshawn Davis can't be great? Where did I say anybody for an hour and 30 minutes? How did I discredit Keyshawn Davis? Did I say that Keyshawn Davis has no power? Did I say that Keyshawn Davis has no skills? He said, man, punch, stop it. Them rankings change overnight. Well, That's why I say that Keyshawn Davis should go to the 140-pound division and put himself in position for the fight. So then they could rank him at 140 pounds. So you gotta your call out gotta make sense, Tycho TV. Tycho TV, your call out gotta make sense. Because right now you're campaigning at 135. So the WBO can't re-rank you or can't politically rank you. Like, it's why people just don't like facts. Like, I don't understand in this community. Why should I bring up facts if the facts is right in your face? He says, save your energy, champ. It's all no. Let's talk facts. No illusion, no perception, no what ifs, maybe this. I'm presenting the facts. Keyshawn is not top 15. He's not top 15. He can't get the fight. So I say, move to the 140-pound division, and you're with Top Rank. And if they do their politics and rank him in the WBO, then let them do that. But as of now, Keyshawn Davis is at 135. Y'all get mad at facts. I don't understand why y'all get mad at facts. Why? What is so wrong with facts? I give you the rankings. I give you the rules. I gave you the rules before anybody say anything. I gave you the rules. These are the rules right there. In the interim period right now, Teofimo Lopez is in an interim period in which he could fight. He could fight anybody, but it got to be top 15 with the WBO. Or he could use the super WBO and move up and be a mandatory position to fight a Brian Norman Jr. because he's a super WBO champion. So in the interim period, the world champion may defend the title against any contender classified within the 15th best by the World Boxing Organization, always with the approval of the World Championship Committee. That's why he could fight Steve Claggett. Why you guys don't want to follow facts? So all I'm saying is, this guy, because you said discredit. So all I'm saying is, Keyshawn Davis, you're not going to get a tank fight. You don't want to fight Shakur Stevenson. You're not going to get a Cepeda fight. Realistic fights are Kid Austin, right? Do you want to fight Camboso? That's realistic. Fight Camboso. Or you could move to the 140-pound division and let's see where you at. See, at least they re-rank him high in 140 because just like they did to Jermaine Ortiz, right? Hold on. Let's see where Keyshawn Davis is now in the WBO. Hold on. Keyshawn Davis in the WBO is number 3. Are you going to fight Raymond Moretalla? That's a good fight for Keyshawn Davis at 135. Edgar de los Santos at 135. But if you want to go to 140, this is where you at right now. You're not even in mandatory position at 135. You're not even the number 2nd at 135. Let's see where else. So this is the WBO. If you move up, you're going to be ranked. You're going to be re-ranked, probably number top 15. Maybe if you move right now. So get the hell out of 135 and move to the 140-pound division and let's see where they're going to re-rank you. Keyshawn Davis, number 3 in the IBF. Still, William Cepeda. William Cepeda is mandatory. So why would he even fight Keyshawn Davis? He'd rather fight Shakur Stevenson or wait for the winner of Vasily Lomachenko and Tank Davis. Keyshawn Davis, number 3 in the WBC. Still, William Cepeda, Raymond Moretalla. Those are the people you're supposed to be calling out Keyshawn Davis if you want. These are realistic call-outs. WBA Keyshawn Davis is not ranked in the WBA. Cap, he just has a M by his name, bro. That's well, let's see. Arnold Barbosa is better than Claggett. We could see that fight. But like I said, Teofimo Lopez is a super WBO champion. Meaning that Teofimo Lopez has up to Hold on. Let me educate y'all. So when y'all go to different channels, because these other channels don't like to teach anything, we in July 18th, right? Right, people? All right. When did Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor? Teofimo Lopez beat Josh Taylor June, right? June. This is what, we in the 13th month. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Teofimo Lopez is due to fight a mandatory. This is when he'll get mandated in December. He'll get mandated in December. That's when Teofimo Lopez will have to fight his mandatory. In December, he'll be mandated. So let's say, for example, so right now he's in the interim period. Teofimo Lopez could fight anybody. Teofimo Lopez could fight. Look, Teofimo Lopez could fight. This is what's gonna happen. Let's say Teofimo Lopez wants to fight in September. Nah, that's too. If he could get a fight in September, no, October. And then he gets one December. Or he's gonna wait till December. He wants to fight 4 years, right? He'll probably fight around Heisman night. So they still won't be mandated. Right after that, they're gonna send them a letter. You're mandated to fight this person. You have to go through a what do you call it? If he doesn't fight Brian Norman Jr., he's gonna have, if let's say if he fights anybody by December, if it's the first week of December, he fought. When did he fight Josh Taylor? What date? As a super WBO champion, they give you 18 months. 18 months. Hold on. Teal versus Taylor. When was this? This was June 10th. So if he fights before December 10th, where's Heisman night? Let's see Heisman night, because that's Teofimo Lopez date. He still won't be mandated to fight anybody. Hold on. Was Heisman night 2020? Heisman night. Heisman. December 2nd. So Teo will fight December, maybe November 30th, after Thanksgiving, or the first week of maybe the weekend of December. Yeah, maybe the 30th. Maybe the 30th or the 7th. But I think the 30th though. See, so I won't be stressed or frustrated as a boxing fans. Gotta look at the rules. You gotta look at the dates. I'm not going by call outs. Yo, he called them out. Yo, he's scared. This ain't high school. This ain't after school. Hey, yo, man, meet me in the yard at 3 o'clock, bro. And they gonna fight. This is the business. Pat's Nation in the building. Go to Lopez on the super chatty party game. Say, I'm a roll with Tio over both. Oh, versus Shakur or Keyshawn. Tio beat his last 3 opponents. He didn't stop them, but he definitely beat them. Facts punch for the most fans. Yes. Tio versus Paru. I don't think that fight is going to happen, but it's a unification bout. Should happen. That's a fight that should happen. But I don't think that fight is going to happen. I still think a Matias and Tio is still a good fight, but I doubt that fight now is gonna happen. Again, I think for Tio, I think the Brian Norman Jr. fight is the easiest fight to make, and I think that we're going to hear definitely what Tio going to do, or what Brian Norman Jr. going to do right after the Terrence Bud Crawford fight, because Terrence Bud Crawford will probably have to make a decision and notify the WBO whether he's going to stay at 154 with the strap, or vacate the WBO strap and don't keep the welterweight division hostage, and we could see some unification bounds. So I could see a Brian Norman Jr. versus Teofimo Lopez. The winner could fight Boots. The winner could fight Mario Barrios, and then we move on in the welterweight division into a new era. But as of right now, Bud Crawford is holding the welterweight division hostage. I'm not saying that Boots can't fight Mario Barrios, but I think that Mario Barrios is going to capitalize off the opportunity to get an opportunity to step inside the ring with Manny Pacquiao. Regardless how old he is, that's a good opportunity for Mario Barrios. Mario Barrios already have headlined 2 pay-per-view events with Tank and with Keith Thurman. So I think that his business handlers is going to take this opportunity and fight Manny Pacquiao. So again, Gino say, you really think T.O. beats Tank? Oh, because Daddy say no. I think that Teofimo Lopez has the speed, power, and athleticism to compete with to beat Tank more than anybody. I think he can match the speed, the athleticism, the power. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, Tank Davis got freakish power, right? And maybe he has exercised and has showcased more power than Teofimo Lopez, right? I think that knockout power, Richard Coleman, early in his career, he was doing this thing at 135-pound division, but then, you know what I'm saying, in 140, that knockout power, he got power, but the knockout power is not being showcased. But I think that Teofimo Lopez has the experience. They say that Teofimo Lopez performs to the level of his competition. And when we think that Tank Davis is an elite fighter, he's going to perform to the level of his competition. And we already know how Teofimo Lopez is and how good he is when he performs versus what we think is elite fighters. So yes, I think that Teofimo Lopez is the guy to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think they know it too. I think that now I'm not gonna say that they think that T.O. will beat their guy, but Calvin Ford did say that when the smoke clears, he said this several months ago with Mill City, when the smoke clears, he thinks it's gonna be T.O. and Tank. I think now they're just getting hit with a lot of questions with Shakur Tank. So now, of course, they're just talking about this fight. But Calvin Ford said when the smoke clears several months ago, he said it will be T.O. and Tank. Mayweather said, what did Mayweather said? What did Mayweather said, folks? What did Mayweather said? Hold on. Let me see if I got it right here. Let me see if it's here. Where's that Floyd Mayweather way? See it? Let me see if it's here. Hold on. Give me a second. When Floyd Mayweather said the best fight to make is Tank and T.O., why would Floyd said Tank and T.O.? Because, see, Floyd Mayweather knows. Floyd Mayweather knows skills and talent. He knows. He knows the reflexes. He knows the skills and talent. He knows the attributes. I think that Floyd Mayweather sees that Tank toughest matchup will be T.O. And his team talk less than T.O. because once they start talking about T.O., see, they don't want to talk about T.O. Think about also when Tank was talking before the fight with Ryan Garcia and they was naming all these names. He says, nah, I don't want to fight T.O. Let me see if it's here.
Boxing together, or is truly the best fight in the best right now, what would it be?
Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis.
Hey. Hey now. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's put it louder. Let's put it louder.
Fight in boxing together, or it's truly. If you were to put one fight in boxing together, or it's truly the best fight in the best right now, what would it be?
Teofimo Lopez and Gervonta Tank Davis.
Hey. Feel me? Floyd Mayweather know. Floyd knows. Nah, Punch. Tio doesn't have enough speed and power to keep Tank off of him. Look, Al. Tank is good, but Tank hasn't faced the guys that Teofimo Lopez has faced. He's looking good. He's looking great. He's taken out all his opponents. He ain't never faced nobody like Tio. Al, he never faced anything like Tio. It's just like I like Boots. I'll be rooting for Boots versus Bud, but I'm not gonna say that he beats Bud because I seen Bud fight the likes of Spence. I seen Bud stops Sean Porter, a guy that I thought that nobody could stop. No, you gotta show me. You gotta show me in steps, not because you're looking great that all of a sudden I'm gonna be like, well, I don't think no. Tank gotta show me well certain opponents. I seen Tio perform at a higher level, levels above those guys that was the man. Lomachenko was the man at 135. Charles Taylor was the man at 140. When he fought them, levels. When he fought a champion, knocked them out in the second round. Now, in between those fights, he may be looking lackluster. He's not looking that exciting. He's not looking like a pound-for-pound fighter. But when he steps up in competition, Teofimo Lopez hasn't disappointed. And the world of boxing seen that. So if Tank is this guy that people think, and you know and everybody else know that Teofimo Lopez performs to the level of his competition, then it's bad luck for Tank. If Teofimo Lopez, I'm going to say it again, if y'all believe that Teofimo Lopez performs to the level of his competition, then Tank is going to have a tough time with Teofimo Lopez. You think highly of Tank? Teo going to humble y'all again. That's what I'm saying. This is Boxer said, Teo the one dude that could stop Tank. I believe so. Floyd treated Tank like a baby for so many years. Tank wants the special treatment forever. Yeah, man. Gotta keep it real. Hey, he looking special now, but he ain't beating nobody special. He looking special, but he hasn't done nothing special. Tank Davis is looking special, but he hasn't done nothing special. Teofimo Lopez ain't looking like the special versus him, but what? He's done special shit in the sport of boxing. That's why he's a 2-division lineal champion. 2-division lineal champion. Salute any boxing fan in the building. What's good? He forced the Loma fight by knocking him out. Yep. 140 division ain't like that. 140-pound division ain't like that. It's not like that because I think the 140-pound division is like that, James. You know what it is? Is that I said this a while ago. I said, remember, a lot of people saying the 140-pound division is stacked. If the 140-pound division is stacked, then that means that anybody can get it. So, but we're thinking about just 2-3 guys supreme and everybody. No, see, when Paru and Matias happened and everybody thought Matias will win, right? But he lost. That's what stack means. Stack means that it's so stacked with great fighters that the number 1 could lose to the number 8. The number 2 could lose to the number 10. That's stacked. Gary Antoine Russell lost to Puello. That's stacked. We don't know what can happen. Regis Prograis loses to Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor beats Catterall, loses to Catterall. Sando Martin competes with T.O., but T.O. beats Sando Martin. T.O. beats Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? That's what stack means. Tank came to 140 and did his thing, but then he left. When people started talking, well, you could be Mario Barrios. How about Josh Taylor? Nah. He had the position to fight Josh Taylor. He was in the position to fight Josh Taylor. He went back down to 135. Don't worry, Tank going to 140 to get T.O. Nah. I don't think that Tank is. I don't think that Tank wants to really be great. I think Tank, he's gonna milk the opportunity. I said this a while ago. Tank don't have to prove anything to nobody because he's already, people are putting him in the pound for pound list over T.O. and Shakur. What does he have to prove to them? That's the unfortunate part. ESPN, Ring Magazine, y'all need to stop doing that. Y'all sending a message to Tank that he don't have to do anything. Y'all sending a message to Tank. If you put Tank above Shakur and above T.O., you're letting him know, oh shit, why should I fight T.O.? I'm already above this guy. That's the type of attitude y'all giving Tank. Tank is the only person in the sport I've seen in the history of the sport of boxing that doesn't have to do anything. Doesn't have to be a champion, a pound for pound fighter, unify the title, don't have to do anything to be on that pound for pound list. Above guys, Shakur Stevenson, a 3-division world champion, super featherweight, unified champion. Teofimo Lopez, lightweight undisputed. B. Josh Taylor, if he would have kept his belt, would have been recognized as the first male in the 100+ years of the sport of boxing to be the 2-division undisputed world champion. But we all know the truth because he's a two lineal champion. And this guy, Gervonta Davis, best win. I say, yo, what's Gervonta Davis' best win? And people gives me, oh, his best win is Pedraza. His best win is Mario Barrios. Really? That's sending a bad message. Sending a bad message. Head out of there. It's getting head out of there. Yo, Tank getting head out of there. 100. Tank don't even have to thank Floyd for giving him some clout. These next 6 fights are going to be the big fights that we was asking for. It's time now. We're going to see. We're going to see. Philip, his consistency talks for itself. Everyone has a bad night. I mean, and Tank's consistency of delivering for his fan base, I think that's what it is, that Tank may not be fighting the elites of the elites, but he's showing those in the ring that's not supposed to be elite. He's putting them in their place. He's putting them in their place. How many people got looking on right now on YouTube? $58 people looking on. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know, man. We're going on 2 hours. We're going back live probably tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Drop a couple of videos and stuff like that. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, let me know if y'all getting the notifications for real, because we got some lackluster numbers for the last couple of days. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, you know, because when we're talking about politics, all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, I see my numbers went going way down. And I seen a couple of people let me know that they don't get the notifications and stuff like that. So I want to know if I'm shadow banned. I'll give T.O. chance, but a Shaka, hell nah. All right, Gino. You know what I'm saying? Hey, opinions. You know what I'm saying? I think we dealing with 2. I always said when the smoke clears, it's gonna be Tank versus T.O. anyway. So I look forward a type of 50-50 fight, but I believe the TO beats Tank. But let me know what y'all think, man. Deluxe in the building was good, man. I'm out of here. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.